This is Jeff Out Gilberts, and welcome to my home. I'm doing this live in a different room in my house that I normally don't do it in. Usually you see me in the gym, right? Or my game room, but today it's in the library because I've been shooting some videos for my company. And so Wednesday night, I always do a live. So I wanted to not let this night go by and say hello to all of you out there who usually jump on my live calls, either live or replay. The subject of when you find a leader and you quit prospecting. So, no need to prospect anymore. I found the one. I found the leader. So, if you're wondering why I'm also dressed up, it's because I had to do some special videos today. So I'm not going to go change. Hey, Bridget, good to see you. Hey, honey, good to see you. When I go change, I'm not going to do a live after that, and though I normally on Wednesday night head to my gym, but I had to get some projects out of the way. And Barry Blake, hey Barry, hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you, Barry. And Diane, hey, good to see you. Thank you. And Juan Vargas, hola, ¿cómo está? Good to see you. And Rocio, good to see you. And June, hey, good to see you as well. Hope you're doing well. We're supposed to get snow tonight. We'll see. And of course, Barry, you're not dealing with snow. You got summer out there, right? Isn't it summer in New Zealand? I think so. I wouldn't mind trading places with you, Barry, right now. Actually, today was a warm day, and then they said, and it's this nice, warm, beautiful day. Tonight it will be 17 degrees. And I'm like, what? Hey, John, good to see you. 17 degrees? I don't know. Okay. Sometimes I wish I could just push a button and I'm on the beach and having a good time. And when it does snow here and the kids want to get out and play in it, all right, push a button, we're back here again. But, I guess I'm going to have to wait until that technology is created. It's, yeah, just... And let me see, acknowledge, Omar, good to see you. And who was that? Yes, Diane. And then, Charlene Powell, good to see you. Good to see you, Charlene. Hope you're doing well. Andrina from Texas, good to see you. Good to see you as well. So, yeah, and so the thing is, our company, we have a virtual convention in March, so I'm doing some different videos, and so then I thought I would try to not be in my blue jeans and then just come in here and shoot a couple of videos and get that out of the way, and then say hello to you. Eve, good to see you. as well. So here's just a mistake, and I'm going to give you some advice, okay, when you prospect this year. And many of you are doing a 30, 60, 90-day run, and so in January you're almost at the end of your first 30 days or your first month, and if you haven't, maybe for some of you your 90 days run is beginning in February. And some of you are not going to be able to have the circumstances to do a 90-day run. So what you might do is just do an extra push of activity, and you're putting a lot of energy, 30 days, and that's all you got, that's all you can do, that's fine. And even if you have a job, keep in mind that part-time people a lot of times can get more done than full-time people, simply because they value their time and they're very careful with what they do with their time and who they do it with. They don't waste their time on people who are not interested. They don't waste their time on people that are not going to do anything in the business, right? So that's the thing. But if you're in a 30, 60, 90-day run, whatever it is, then this month is sort of closing out on you, right? So, and then you got February. If you haven't thought about it and you haven't had that extra push to just seeing who's joining, that extra push to really get your business going in a big way, then you can do that in February. So, when it comes to prospecting, here is a common mistake that many make, and that is the one. They found the one. And that is the assumption that somebody you just prospected and they finally joined, and you're so excited because you know they're going to do big things, right? It's going to be huge. She's so influential. She knows everybody. She's done this. She's done that. I couldn't tell you how many people in my lifetime have joined in my team that had backgrounds where they had huge downlines and they did nothing. What the heck happened? How was that possible? There's a saying that yesterday's heroes are today's zeros. Why is it people like that, when they used to have big teams, made a lot of money, and then they transition into your team, and then nothing happens? They don't have anybody, there's no volume, there's no movement. What the heck's going on? Well, what happened in many cases, in most cases, is they didn't have influence. They didn't have influence over their people. They were not really a leader. They simply sponsored somebody, and that person sponsored somebody who sponsored somebody, and that person, maybe on the fourth level down, found a real driver. And that person went to work, and they were the one, actually, who had the influence and did the business and things like that. And it wasn't that person. The fact is that that person didn't nurture any relationships, build any relationships with anyone. He or she just collected a check, and that's what they did. And then finally, when they join, and I've seen this happen many times, that they'll say, well, hey, I had a big team. I had a team of 10,000 people or 100,000 people. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is great. This is wonderful, right? That's what I was thinking, years ago. I can remember this. And then nothing's happening. And I learned that lesson. That person wasn't the driver. It was somewhere down on their fourth level, fifth level, that someone else was the driver. They were the benefactor of it, that's for sure. But the fact is, they didn't nurture any of those relationships. Now, here's the thing that many will do, is they'll sit and wait until Mr. or Mrs. Wonderful, takes off and creates all this massive volume. In the meantime, man, they're excited and they're not prospecting anymore. Don't make that mistake. What you need to do with those people is you hope for the best, and you make them feel comfortable, welcome, let them know that you're there to do anything that you can do. Just, hey, let me know what can I do to help you. I just want you to have a great experience with our company. And then you need to dash off and keep prospecting, because you don't know who's going to do it. You don't know. We've heard it said that, when you look at some of the 7-figure earners in network marketing, the one thing that they all had in common was they all recruited about 100 people. That means they personally sponsored at least 100. Now, what I mean, I'm not talking about so much customers. I'm talking about where they sponsored, they helped mentor at least 100 people. So there was some involvement, time that was put in. But most of all 7-figure earners went through that. Personally, I sponsored 72. I sponsored 72 in 2 years. And that created a network of 700,000 distributors or members in my network. And so, again, but what if when I was sponsoring, let's say it was my first 20 out of that 72, and I found the one who was really going to do it, right? What a mistake. And I just waited. I didn't prospect anymore. I would never be where I am today. So I understood that we always hope for the best when we sponsor people, and they say they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and that's awesome. That's awesome. But I never wait on it. I'll still prospect, sponsor, because I'm going to wait until I see who really comes up with the results, who really walks the talk, who's really going to do it. And you just don't know. You won't know until you see the evidence. We used to say in the old days, the proof is in the printout. Because we don't do printouts now, right? But we can say the proof is in the data. And when you go to your back office and you look at your data, that's real. That's called reality. And so when you start seeing someone there that's really producing those numbers, great, awesome. Then you know you got a driver. Support that driver, do everything you can, help that driver. And if they're not doing the numbers, that means you need to keep looking, because most of your income is going to come from 1 or 2 legs. That is a statistical, factual reality. Most of your income is going to come from 1 or 2 legs. And most of my organization is in 3. But I can say that a large part of my volume is in 1. But, and that's just the way it is in network marketing. But don't fall into the trap of thinking, I found the one. Now, here's another thing, too. Don't chase the big deal. I see people do that over the years. I've seen them do that, make that big mistake. They'll chase the big deal. If you're in a health and wellness company, for example, and then you have someone that says, hey, I'm connected to this guy. He's the administrator over 5 hospitals in this city, in our city. The amount of volume that they can do with our products is unbelievable. It'll make you a fortune. So I'm just, right now, he's talking to some people. We're getting ready to make it happen. Yeah. 1 week goes by. A month goes by. You're following up. Yeah, he's wanting to meet with some of the board directors and all that. And things are really going to happen big. Yeah, okay. Yeah. 6 months go by. Man, what's going on? Yeah, that's right. And I've seen it in other ways too. I remember one guy that in Florida, I was on it was a leader retreat, and I remember we were out on a boat, and he told me he was going to be at the top ranked position of the company the following month. And it was all based on a whole entire team coming over from another company. And the only thing that they had to work out was the packages, how they were going to join, and, the package, the type of products in that package. But he says, hey, it's done, man. I said, really? I said, So they're really coming over, huh? Oh, yeah, it's done. It's done. I said, awesome, awesome. Following month, I called the company and I said, hey, look at this person's position and tell me, did he qualify? Did he made the rank, the top rank? They said, no, he's way off. I said, way off? What? Yes. So the thing is, what we learned, again, and I've seen this so many times, and I reached out to him and said, hey, what happened? I don't know. I'm still waiting on that team to come over. Waiting. Do you know what that will cost you? Waiting. You'll never grow. You'll never reach your goals. While you're waiting, who's got time to wait? Don't wait, friends. You don't wait. Again, you wish them the best, hope for the best, but don't count on it. And don't chase the big deal. I've seen so many people chase the big deal. And if you're into skincare, it might be, oh, wow, I just sponsored somebody, this person, they've got a friend, and that friend has got 100 skincare clinics in the United States, man. The amount of volume, we're estimating 25 million we can do the first year with all these clinics. This is going to be unbelievable. 1 week goes by, nothing, still waiting. More meetings about it. Month goes by, more meetings about it. Year goes by, still working on it. How does that pay? It doesn't, and it won't. So again, don't fall in the trap of thinking that you sponsored the one that's going to do it. Hopefully you will sponsor somebody great, but don't wait on it. Don't make that mistake. And don't chase the big deal. Don't do that. Big deals, I've never seen them work. Never seen them work. Anyway, those are the mistakes they make. So I hope all of you have a great evening. I just want to give a quick shout out and just give you a value message. I'll put out some more value tomorrow. Appreciate you joining me in my home. And again, for those of you who just got on, Jerry Jarf, you're not in your gym clothes. That's because I was working on some videos that I had to get done, and so I thought, well, before I close up the shop, I thought I'd give you a message and a shout out. Anyway, appreciate you joining, all of you. Love all you guys. See you on the next call.